Okay. Our very own Charles Blain from the Garden State. It's the Garden State, yeah. Flew to New Jersey last weekend to check out these drones. I don't think you were there to just look at the drones, but you did go to New Jersey. You brought your drone. Tell listeners what you found out there. Are these things real?
They're real indeed. And if you are hearing my voice right now, you should be concerned because it was alarming. I saw a lot of drones. So first of all, I was there to check out the situation. I did not see any drones with my drone. But we did see a number of drones at night. I was in the northern Bergen County part of New Jersey, which if you're familiar with it, it's about 15, 20 miles outside of the city, New York City. And you did see a string of drones constantly circling the general region. Everyone at a Christmas party I was at had seen them at a different point in time. There was someone who works for one of the football teams that are housed in New Jersey, but call themselves New York. And she had seen one. It came down her street. She was like, we were home and we heard a noise. She's like, we looked outside and the drone had kind of come down to street level below the tree line and was going down the street. And she said it felt like it was surveilling the homes. But she has additional information. Again, works for one of the football teams. Their security told them that what it was is these drones are looking for some sort of lost like nuclear matter or something like that, radioactive material. And since that time of her telling me that, something did come out about about there being like misplaced or a damaged container that came into one of the ports with misplaced material. But from my understanding, that has since been found. So it's still hard to nail down. As of a couple minutes ago, the FAA did ground a lot of drones in parts of New Jersey and New York, adding a ton of flight restrictions. But this is crazy. These drones, they're massive. People don't know why they're there, and people are afraid.
You did or did not see one?
I saw one. I saw many, but not with my drone. I just saw them from iView.
So this friend of yours, one went below the tree line, going down her street?
Yes.
And did she take a picture, video, anything?
I didn't think to ask, honestly. I was just captivated by the story.
That's like a close encounter of the earthly kind. That's closer than I've heard anybody doing that.
Well, no, I that's not closer than I've heard anybody. A lot of people have been saying that
someone that touched one.
No, not people that I know. I've seen people on the news talk about them coming just above the tree line, below the tree line. So that wasn't like an abnormal experience. And everyone at this party, save 4 or 5 people, had seen them firsthand at some point.
How many people were at the party? 6, 7?
Probably 20 adults.
Okay. All right. It was one of these kid parties.
Well, no, it was a Christmas party, and people brought their children.
Yeah, sure, makes sense.
Hot dogs and pizza.
Oh boy! How much baby oil was there? So the drones have gone westward, right? Aren't they? There was a drone sighting in White Settlement, Texas.
Yep.
Right. Is that westward?
What?
Wright Air Force. What is it? Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio,
west of New Jersey. Yes.
Yep. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Yes.
He's saying it's west of New Jersey, Charles.
I mean, sure, technically.
What other way is there to describe it besides technically? What are you talking?
If you ask what direction Texas is from New Jersey, you don't say west.
What?
I think the point that he's making, Charles, is that there have been sightings in places like Ohio, Texas. I thought there was some other places, which means that they had to go west. They had to go west, I think is the point.
Ohio, California. Yes. Yeah. This is the craziest thing to argue about, Charles. Go on.
I don't understand why you say they've been seen in South Carolina too, and Brazil. That's not westward. That's just like all over the place.
Well, I mean, if it's in Brazil, you would say south, like it went south, right? Even if it is slightly west of New Jersey, I don't know. I'm not looking at a map. I'd have to find the flat ones. Am I right,
anyway,
Michael?
There's a lot of conversation, though, about if some of these additional sightings are just recreational drone users, or
probably.
It is because in South Carolina, when I was in South Carolina up until yesterday, and there were sightings along the boardwalk, the Strand, and they believe they were largely recreational users up there doing like looking for drones themselves and them being reported as drones in the air.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there were a couple of New Jersey jabronis out there that flew some recreational drones too close to Logan Airport, I believe. Is that the airport out there, Logan?
No, there's Newark Airport. I mean, maybe there's a small airport named Logan, but
whatever. They were flying it too close to the airport, I think, and this was like middle of this week, and they got popped super fast. I don't think that it can't be.
It's a mix.
Some wreck people.
It's a mix. The big group, the big drones is the government. It's the U.S. government, right? Before we get to that, both the president and the president-elect have spoken about the drones. Have you guys seen the videos?
Mm-mm.
If not, I'll play it right now. This is Mr. Joe Biden. Where'd it go? Oh man, I'm so good at this.
I'm more of a Joe Budden man. Am I right, Charles?
Joe Budden. There we go. There he is. There's the guy. He's very articulate.
Like nefarious, apparently, but they're checking it all out. I think it's just one.
Can you hear that?
Drones authorized.
I can read it.
I think one started, and they all got it. Everybody's wanting to get in the deal, but we're following it close. So far, no sense of the date.
Is he the president? What's happening?
No. Could you guys hear what he was saying?
No,
he said
one person.
He essentially said there's nothing nefarious, and that once one was seen, everybody wanted to get in the deal, whatever that means, right?
Yeah.
I just think like one, if that's true, that's easily provable because if you have a drone, every drone user knows the second you turn it on, they can track you. Like if I take my drone to the stadium, so NFL bans drones from flying in the stadium on game days. If you fly a drone in the stadium or near the stadium, you will be swarmed by police almost immediately. If you fly a drone in too many of the wrong places, you will be swarmed almost immediately. They can find you in a heartbeat. So if these are just purely recreational drone users, then they should easily be grounded or found with great ease.
Yeah.
What is too many of the wrong places?
Like any place that's restricted.
You said too many. I mean, you made it seem like I could do it. I could get away with it like 2 or 3 times, or I do it 4 or 5 times. They're coming after me.
Well, I mean, if you are one person and you fly your drone like near Hobby Airport,
near a Pakistani wedding or something like that,
you might get in trouble. Like they might ping you, but if 10 of you are doing it, then that's a bigger
I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a lot of drones. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Or if they continuously find your drone with your ID flying next to restricted areas for whatever reason.
Well, what about this idea that it's the Space Force and they're gearing up for a big show?
What kind of show?
Like a show, they're like something's gonna happen.
Nah.
The happening is happening finally after 2 weeks.
2 weeks. This has been going on for like 6.
Isn't it kind of fizzling out though?
It is definitely fizzling out. The internet meme is just 2 more weeks because that's what during the Trump's second run at president in 2019, I guess it was always 2 weeks until evidence comes out. Just 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks.
So yeah, speaking of Trump, he had something to say about the drones, which basically proves that I was true or I was right last week when we talked about this. But here's what Trump said.
Drones that are flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening.
Yes.
Look, our military knows where they took off from.
Yes.
If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people because people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth.
Okay, so Trump says the government knows. That's what I was saying last week on the show. Charles, like, what are these? I'm like, I said black budget programs. I don't think maybe that's it, but they're definitely U.S. government. Here's what I love about X and free speech is everybody gets to throw out these wild theories and then we kind of start to hone in on what's actually happening. And and that's even in the midst of the media lying to us about what's going on. These are government drones. It appears that they're searching for something. Maybe it's the nuclear waste. I don't know. Maybe they're just testing them. I don't know. But what seems clear and obvious to me is these are U.S. government drones. They're flying around either in search of something or they're testing how the public responds to them. Does that seem like the logical Occam's razor?
I mean, it seems logical that the government would know about it, right? What are they doing? Are they testing? Are they looking for the lost nuclear medical waste that could be potentially turned into a dirty bomb? Who knows? Is it a warhead from Ukraine? Who knows? Are they getting ready to surprise us with some alien holograms to distract us, Charles?
No.
Oh.
I mean, here's the thing. I think we don't know, obviously. I would think that searching for something is probably the most plausible response. I mean, it's New Jersey. You have the Port of Newark is massive. You have the Port of Authority, New York and New Jersey. They were over Staten Island, spare me, but they were over Staten Island for a bit. So you have that kind of massive port. So it would make sense that they're there if things are coming and going and they're concerned about some sort of dirty bomb or something. But I don't know why. What is the benefit of not telling the public? Yes, they would be alarmed that you're searching for like nuclear waste, of course. But what's more alarming, that drones are literally scanning over like people's homes daily and nightly, or that they're looking for something that is potentially dangerous? Things are always potentially dangerous around the U.S., but it's never a secret that they're looking for them. When someone's on the run, they tell us they're on the run and to look out for this person. Or
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
How do you know what?
How do you know they always tell you?
I mean, I don't know that they always tell us, but they do tell us times when things are problematic.
Yeah.
So I just think I think it's ridiculous. They were over Bedminster. Trump is the government. Like Trump is the government now, and I would assume he's getting presidential daily briefings at this point, so he should probably know what they are, or at least some more information about it. So it's kind of weird how he danced that line of being like, oh, they know where they are and they can go in your garage, which they shouldn't be able to go in your garage. That's kind of alarming too, but they know where they are. They know where they're taking off from, but then being like, well, we don't actually know. And the government should say something. You're the government. I think you probably have more information than we do. So tell us.
He's not technically the government yet, but
it's kind of like Kelly, right, Charles? Like talking about
once you're getting private briefings that the citizens can't get, you are the government.
It's Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson all over again, right, Charles?
What do you mean?
There's going to be alien news. It's going to happen, guys. I know something. I can't tell you though. I can't. I can't tell you right now, but it's coming one day.
Can we go pull that Megyn Kelly clip again? When I think we probably passed the date that she said that we were going to know.
Didn't she say that was Epstein stuff?
Yeah. Well,
you guys are such haters. No, she said a year. It hasn't been a year.
It's been a year. We've been doing this podcast a year, Michael.
Yeah, but that episode was like maybe 20 ago. There's Epstein. She said there's Epstein story coming in a year. But yeah, Trump knows more than he's letting us know. But I think it's not UFO. It's not the enemy. So it's U.S. government. And what they're looking for, I don't know. Are they testing them on the public to see how we react? I don't know. Why wouldn't they tell us? Because they view the public as a nuisance. They don't need to tell us. They're doing so much stuff that we don't know about. Why would they tell us in this instance? Because we can see it.
They always tell us, Michael.
They're listening to me through my phone right now. They're not telling me they're doing that, but they're doing it.
Our FBI handlers are watching the show.
Yeah. Charles, that'll be a topic for another day, why you have so much faith in the government as a conservative man. To tell us the truth.
Oddly high amount of faith in the government.
What indicates to you that I have a lot of faith in the government?
You love the New York Times. One.
No, I don't even know where that came from. I don't even understand where that started.
You argued with Michael about whether they lie or not.
Okay. That doesn't mean I love the New York Times.
Kind of think that it does mean that, but whatever.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it was just your comments about they would tell us. Well, why wouldn't they tell us? Well, because they don't care what we think. If they feel like they want to keep it a secret, they'll try to keep it a secret, and they'll get on mainstream media and they'll lie through their teeth to us about what's going on, as they have done in so many instances. And in this instance, I don't think it's any different. I think that they're their drones. They're either looking for something or they're seeing how we'll react to them, and they're going on mainstream media and they're lying to us. That's what's happening.
For us to believe that, then we have to say that everyone in Congress because they had a congressional, not hearing, but a private congressional briefing about this. So everyone who is in that knows and chose not to say anything, even the good ones. The president-elect, because he knows, because of the presidential daily briefing, so he would know too. His team, presumably, the administration that's in effect, all these people would know.
Well, the administration that's in effect, yes. But what is happening is the DOD is going to these congressional hearings, and they're going to the daily briefing, and they're lying to them too.
And you think they're just accepting it and being like, all right?
No, I think some people are pushing back and saying, no, you know more than you're letting on, but they're still lying. That's what I think is happening. Did you
hear initially when they said it was the mothership off of the coast of New Jersey from the Iranian mothership that was like funded by China?
I did. I didn't believe that for a second.
How would you not see it? I don't understand. Like, you can't fly a plane over it.
Michael, when was the Church Commission?
1970s.
And that was the last time that anybody had any sort of like real in-depth look at the CIA, correct?
Correct.
So it's been more than 50 years since anybody has told us really what the CIA is doing, right?
Yep. And what did we learn from that church committee?
MK Ultra, Project Mockingbird, lies from the government, Charles.
I don't disagree. The government lies.
Charles,
that's not.
You have to start, I mean, are you? What are you, dude? Do you just like buy it all?
All right. Let's give Charles a break. He's trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but